what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to take a look at the video I shared a few days ago in a live stream. I want to revisit that video again that was shared with me by Kevin Danson. Pretty neat, not something you see every day. Also in this video, we're going to take a look at the recent earthquake activity out here west of the Rocky Mountains. Had a unique occurrence this morning. Also got a brand new picture slideshow I put together. New sky phenomena photos sent in from all around the world. But first, I want to start with the video that Kevin Danson shared with me of this little sliver of light that came through the upper right-hand corner of the window of his house that turned into this huge beam of light that went all the way around the room of his house, even having a light green appearance to it, and he said it would remain there all day long. And if you look at it very closely, it has stunning similarities to Comet Swan that's currently headed towards the sun. Has a perihelion date of May 27th of 2020. Its close approach to planet Earth was May 12th. And see how they look very similar in nature, even with regard to color, and the tail expands out for a long ways in space. It's over 10-12 million miles. In this particular case, in Kevin's room, it goes all the way around the room. That photo there was taken by Gilbert Rd. Just an incredible photo, much like this video that Kevin shared with us. And you can see the tail right there of the light that's going across his room goes right through the Star of Bethlehem that he has hanging on the wall. Goes all the way to the back side of the room, across the door, across the adjacent wall. Still has the green appearance to it. Goes across that wall, across the closet doors, again still maintaining that green appearance, all the way to the other wall. And then when it gets over in here, it kind of fades out a little bit, but it does fade out once it goes past the closet doors. But I've never seen anything like that, and neither had he. And it just so happened at a time, or it's currently happening at a time, when a comet is coming into the inner solar system that looks nearly identical in color and shape. You got to ask yourself, what are the odds of something like that occurring? And it started from a little sliver of light right up there in the upper right-hand corner of that window of his house. Just incredible. Great video, Kevin. Thanks for sharing. Now I want to touch base on the earthquake activity that started this morning. We had a alert come through, like a lot of you guys do, a 5.9 up in Alberta, Canada. And I looked at the position and I'm like, wait a minute, that's almost perfectly parallel with the recent 6.5 and the multiple aftershocks that are still occurring. In fact, over 600 just on this map right here, 621. I can assume it's probably much larger than that now, as I took this screen grab well over an hour ago. But very active here, and they're very shallow. Some of these being less than a mile deep. A lot of activity in western Nevada, so much that it's cracked roads up in the Reno area and probably other areas that we don't even know of. There's an article here you can find linked below in the description box of cracked roads, highways up to the Reno and Las Vegas areas. Here's some pictures. Big crack going across the middle of the highway. In fact, it's kind of buckled right there. That's from the 6.5. Well, there was also a 6.5 up in Idaho, you guys all remember, back on March the 31st. So I started connecting the dots literally this morning when I saw the 5.9. I'm like, wait a minute, there's a pattern here. Just west of the Rockies, we've got now 5.9, 6.5 in Idaho, 6.5 in Nevada. And it reminded me of something I'd just seen in space. I'm a believer that the gas giants, Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus, influence the Earth and earthquakes. And I was just looking at the planetary position for today, May 16th, and I had Earth, Jupiter to the right, Saturn. Over this direction, I have Earth, Mars to the right, and Neptune. So on the map, we look at planetary position, or at least the position of the earthquakes. Even though the 5.9 was taken off of the map, it didn't occur, I guess. So we go to the map that I made, and I placed the earthquakes on the map, and they matched up with the position, pretty close, to the planets with regard to Jupiter and Saturn and Mars and Neptune. Got Earth here being the 6.5 in Nevada. 6.5 in Idaho represents the position of Mars, Jupiter, Mercury back on March 31st. And then the one that didn't occur, but at the time I made this map, it was still on there, a 5.9, a very shallow 5.9 up in Alberta, Canada. That would represent Neptune and Saturn with regard to planetary position. Neptune up here, Mars to the right of the Earth, and then the Earth. And then over here we've got Earth, Jupiter off to the right, Saturn. So they matched up pretty close west of the Rockies, and that was telling me that there was some sort of activity regarding the Rocky Mountains. But then the 5.9 disappeared, took it off the map, and I was like, wow, how did that even register on the earthquake map? And it showed up on multiple earthquake maps, this one here in the USGS, then it disappeared. So I backtracked the seismos and tried to find activity on the seismographs, and I'm going to click on it right now and show you guys the most latest seismos are actually very quiet. No sign of any 5.9. So whatever happened there was some sort of an unusual glitch, I suppose. I've never seen a 5.9 come across the feed and then disappear like that. Maybe some small ones here or there, but never one quite that size. It didn't show up on any of the seismos. I checked multiple seismos, even went to Yellowstone, didn't see any 5.9 activity there. And I was looking for activity at the caldera of Yellowstone supervolcano, and I found this one. I didn't find any 5.9 activity, but I did find this very unusual seismo reading on the northeastern part of the caldera. And you can see the lines going at angles for about 12 hours, going back and forth, back and forth. So like the 5.9 that didn't occur, maybe this was some sort of a strange glitch. Don't know. Have never seen any type of activity like that. Each line represents 30 minutes. So like between 22 and 23, there's one line, and each block laterally is 30 minutes. So this line here extends over at an angle for 30 minutes and then goes back the other way, or at least that's how the seismo is interpreting the data. They're not perfectly 30 minutes. You can see this one comes down and then kind of swings back up. I don't know if that's to be taken literally. It's almost like it's breathing over there on the northeastern part of the caldera, going up and down, up and down. I don't know. I've never seen anything quite like that. All I was looking for was 5.9 data. That did not occur. So that earthquake, if it would have occurred, would have made a very unique arrangement over here west of the Rockies like you see on this map. And I wanted to go ahead and show it to you guys anyway. I put it together. I do think, even though this one didn't occur with both 6.5s, pretty much parallel from each other, there's something going on west of the Rocky Mountains, some sort of movement, and a lot of aftershocks following the 6.5 in Nevada that are still occurring as I do this video. Looking ahead at the possibility of large earthquakes later on, we can take a look at the planetary position coming up for the rest of May and into early June. And based off of planetary position, like I've done in the past, it does look like there is a chance for large quakes the last week of May into the first week of June. Now I've got a brand new picture slideshow I put together. Amazing photos coming in. Robin out of Oklahoma. Spectacular cloud structure over Oklahoma during some storms that went through the area recently. Just incredible. This one here looks like a big ship coming in for a landing. Big mothership over central Oklahoma. Look at that. Here's some more incredible skies. These were from, I think, yesterday, Robin said. Spectacular photos, and another one, low riding shelf cloud that resembles some sort of a big mothership. Good observation. Thanks for sharing. Daniel M. out of New York. Got some pink, what look like roll clouds up in the sky. Awesome photo. Corpus Christi, Texas. Sarah R. Some unique colors at either sunrise or sunset. Almost look like two circles that go into a V. Incredible. Adair, Oklahoma. Scott S. sent in some amazing photos from Oklahoma. These don't involve big storm clouds, but they're very, very unique photos taken at sunset from right there in Adair, Oklahoma. Thank you, Scott. I took this next photo from right out here in Arizona. See the square over here on the left-hand side? Look at that. Got 4 90-degree angles there in the cloud. Been seeing a lot of those lately, and I happened to notice one myself. It wasn't super obvious, but it was there. Unique photo here of a V-shaped cloud that kind of resembles some sort of a ship in the sky or a little craft. Sam E. Notice some lines very low on the horizon, just didn't look like normal clouds. This next photo is of a double rainbow sent in by Fitness Planet 1. I don't know if this is a digital anomaly or if this was actually visible in the sky low on the horizon. It's of a double-decker rainbow, but this part of it here down low to the ground looks to be broken or something. I've never seen that, and that's how they had it titled in the email, a broken rainbow. I've never seen anything like that. Can't confirm if that was visible or if that just showed up in the picture. If it just showed up in the picture, then it's obviously just a digital anomaly. But don't know, I've never seen anything quite like it. Typhoon Vong Fong making landfall in the Philippines. There it is on radar, and there it is from the ground. Photo sent in of the storm as it was making landfall, and they do kind of match. Carlos Skywatcher from Portugal, about as red and orange of a sky as you can get. Beautiful reddish orange. Look at that. That's exactly how I received it. Gina A. from Lubbock, Texas. Some sort of a big glowing feature in the sky. Shiner D sent me this radar loop of the storms that were rolling through Texas last night during the overnight hours, and this was early this morning. You can see a big bow squall line going out into the Gulf of Mexico. I didn't get any pictures from that storm cloud because it was dark primarily as it was going over Texas. But I did get this photo by Jeff M. out of Lubbock, Texas. Big wall of dust going through Lubbock, Texas. Mexico City. List B of another spectacular sunset. Sun peeking through the clouds. Kathy P. out of Oahu, Hawaii said she'd never seen the sky quite this color. Beautiful light purple, dark pink if you will, out of Hawaii. Christine out of San Remo, Italy. Notice these unusual clouds out over the Mediterranean Sea. You've got what look like conduit connecting a upper deck of clouds to a lower deck of clouds. That is something you don't see every day. I will say I have seen that, but not very often. That is very, very rare. Robin out of Portland, Oregon. Notice this on the radar of the newscast she was watching. And it does resemble what we saw up in north central Canada, almost same size. Unbelievable. Here's a quick update on the plant out in the front yard. It grew 3 inches the last time I measured it. I'm going to measure it again today, and I'll give you guys an update later. It's growing very, very fast. Strong iridescent clouds from Sweden by Suzanne B. Look at the vivid color of these clouds. Unreal. I mean, these are some very vivid colors in those clouds there. From Sweden, sent in by Suzanne B. Good observation. And they have those up there in the high latitudes every once in a while. They're more prone to the very high latitudes of Earth than they are the lower or the mid latitudes of Earth. Sometimes we see them down here in the lower latitudes, but not very often. They're more prone to the northern parts of the world. If you guys are new viewers, make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click on that bell. That way you'll be notified each time I upload a new video. If you're current subscribers, double check, make sure you're still subscribed, and make sure that bell is still activated. If you would, stop by the website and consider becoming a patron. You can find the website linked below in the description box, MrMBB333.com. If you guys have any photos you'd like to share, you can send those to reports at MrMBB333.com. All of the photos end up here at the Sky Phenomena Photo Gallery at the website. If you haven't checked that out, by all means do so. Thousands of incredible photos in there that I also use in a video slideshow, just like you saw in this video right here. Thanks for watching. Have a super day, and be safe out there.